All right, welcome. So I know one of these days I'm gonna do a whole breakdown and like not have the mic on or something. That would suck. But no laughing matter here, okay? The Pittsburgh Pirates. Uh oh, they changed the title of the story. Here's the original title right here. Man falls from 21-foot Clemente Wall at PNC Park during the Pirates game. Okay? I think I have the video somewhere, but it looked like the guy just jumped on his own. It looked pretty brutal. All right. So yeah, this a 21-foot Clemente Wall. It's because Clemente had the 21 on his jersey. Okay. So we're going to play this, okay?
More breaking news to tell you about right now. Scary moments during the Cubs game in Pittsburgh tonight after a fan fell from the stands.
Eric Shelton's got some kind of a issue here, as does Craig Counsell. I'm not sure. Oh, there's something in the outfield. Something or somebody on the warning track.
That accident delayed the game for about 5 minutes in the bottom of the 7th inning. The man fell 21 feet from the right field wall. Not clear how it happened. He had been helped after players and managers waved for medical personnel. In a statement tonight, the Pirates saying the fan has been hospitalized, but they did not specify his condition. We'll bring you more information as we receive it.
All right. So I was supposed to have the video there where we see him fall. I'll go ahead and pull that up now. But here's Clemente right here. He's got my birthday. And he died in a plane crash New Year's Eve 1972. And you want to hear something amazing real quick? He looks like Kobe Bryant. Okay? And Kobe died in an air-related crash also. Look at this. Now this man goes flying through the air and falls. This fan, Clemente Wall. This guy kind of looks like Kobe Bryant, y'all. And Kobe died in an air-related crash as well in a helicopter. And this guy's birthday is 5 days before Kobe Bryant's birthday. All right? That's kind of eerie. And I just caught that when I was doing the breakdown. There might be certain pics where it looks more so. I'll just pull up. I don't know. I'll just have to pull up a random picture. But I immediately saw Kobe when I looked. Here's Kobe right here. I should have did a side by side. But here's Kobe Bryant right there. And here's Roberto Clemente. Look, they do look similar. Look at that right there. They do look similar. And two air-related crashes. Okay? I'm telling you, look at that. And the birthdays 5 days apart. Even before knowing the birthdays were 5 days apart, I'm like, wow, he looks like Kobe. And now we get the air-related death with both of them. You know what I'm saying? There might be more connections like kind of in front of my face there. I'm just not seeing it. But yeah, you see the 21 on the jersey right there. All right, and we may catch some other connections as we go too. And not every picture I'm seeing looks like Kobe Bryant. But a couple of pictures for sure. That one for sure right there looks like Kobe Bryant right there. Okay. So let me I'm going to locate that other video. I already have it on my Google Slides. I just don't want to give away the other information I have here. Okay, I found it. Look, let's look at this guy. He like hurls himself over that little barrier there. Watch this. All right, let's see if we can get a decent look at this. Look at this.
Now an incident
Look,
disrupts.
he threw himself over the wall. What's up with that? They say he fell. Like maybe he was just standing up there and lost his grip or something with his on his feet. I don't know.
Now an incident.
Look, he straight up jumped over on his own.
Now an incident
See
disrupted.
that? He just hops over.
Now an incident.
He didn't fall, he threw himself.
Now an incident disrupted a Pittsburgh.
That looked horrible. They might as well have shown him fall. All right. So we're going to come back to that. We'll play the rest of that video. I just wanted you to see. And by the way, here's the score of that game. That was yesterday. You see the Pirates, they picked up the victory. Well, actually, look, this breakdown is going to be dropping. I'm pre-recording this, so this actually isn't dropping till May 2nd. So it's May 1st as I record right now. So this game was April 30th, Wednesday. All right. So it was 4-3 with the victory for Pittsburgh, by the way. Okay. And here's the game from Thursday right here. So the Cubs pick up the 8-3 victory over Pittsburgh, but that we're not really here for that. But just so you're aware. But let's go ahead and get into this breakdown. Let me set it up again here. All right, so look, I think this is interesting. Look at Roberto, and this is Roberto Clemente Wall. All right. So I guess they did like a wall. They have his number. I should actually ask Google, but you see right there, he's got Wall. Look, he's got Walker, his last name there. Roberto Enrique Clemente Walker. You see that? So he's got Wall in there. It's just minus one L. Isn't that interesting? Right there. And a 21-foot wall, and he wore 21, obviously. But Roberto Enrique Clemente Walker. And even Walker, that guy walked up the fence and threw himself over. But let's ask Google. I'm trying to think, because I didn't get a clear-cut explanation on this. Do they have a Clemente Wall at PNC Park? There we go. The outfield wall rises up to 21 feet behind right field in honor of the Pirates' legendary right fielder, number 21, Roberto Clemente, and drops down to just 6 feet in front of the left field bleachers. And how old was he at his death? Roberto Clemente, age at death. He was 38 years old. All right. Oh, that's amazing because the game Thursday was 3-8. Look at that. It's not a coincidence, this stuff. Look, they have a guy named O'Neal, the shortstop. And Kobe played with Shaquille O'Neal. Look at this guy, O'Neal Cruz, on the fly over here on the right. It's not a coincidence, I'm telling you. Look at that. They lost 3-8 on the fly Thursday. This was the following game. And Roberto Clemente, age 38 at the age of his death. Wow. His birthday is one day after LeBron James, too. I don't think that's a coincidence. LeBron has the December 30th birthday. Okay, so we hit on the fly there, all right? That's why these breakdowns, man, they don't come and go quick. We hit on the fly like that with the following game. But you see Walker, you got Wall right there. Look at Roberto Clemente Walker. I'm assuming Enrique's his middle name. So I just put Roberto Clemente Walker. So I'm guessing maybe he has two last names, right? Look at Roberto Clemente Walker. And this is the language, okay? 240 and 120 when you apply the numerical values with these ciphers. 240 and 120. Ooh! Kobe wore the 24 on his jersey. Okay, and he looks like Kobe Bryant a little bit. And remember, two air-related deaths, and the birthdays are 5 days apart. And his birthday one day after LeBron. All right, here we go, right? And you know what? Lakers equals 21. Damn. So we're hitting on the fly now, y'all, okay? So look at this. So Kobe had the 24 on his jersey, and Kobe Bryant Day is on the 24th, one day after his birthday, because he wore 24, and he wore 8, so it's on 8/24, Kobe Bryant Day, right? One day after his birthday. Look at that. Wall equals 24 and 12. And look at Roberto Clemente Walker, 240 like 24 and 120 like 12. And he died in the 12th month. And it's a 21-foot wall, 21 on his jersey, Roberto Clemente, and 21 is 12 reversed. You see how that works? And we got that Laker connection too, huh? Look at this. Let me make this big so you can see this. Look at Lakers. Look at Lakers equals 21. Okay? 21-foot wall. Number 21 on the Clemente jersey. And look, you get the 24 reversed right there. You get the 42 with Lakers as well. So that's nice. That's very nice, okay? Again, it's not nice that this man took a tumble. But look at LeBron's birthday now. Look at LeBron's birthday one day before the death date on the calendar for Roberto Clemente. Obvious, and look, ooh, Clemente died 12 years before LeBron's birthday. Look at that. So the 12 hits again. Clemente dies in 72. LeBron has the December 30 birthday. Clemente died December 31. And Clemente died 12 days before LeBron's birthday. You see that? And it's just one day off of being to the day. Okay. And I just caught something else. Wow. Oh, man. How amazing is that? And 12 days, and it's a 21-foot wall. And that's the 12th month birthday for LeBron, the 12th month death date for Clemente. And Roberto Clemente Walker, 120, like 12, with that 21 on his jersey in his career. Wow. Okay, Walker, Wall. I just caught something else because look when we look at the article here. It's so hard to get these under 30 minutes. Okay, I mean, we have slides and then we hit on the fly like this. Oh, they changed the article. They changed the article, but they said in the previous art, it's coming up in the breakdown. But right before that man fell, Andrew McCutcheon had a hit. They took it out of the article, but it's in the breakdown. And they wanted us to know. But why do I bring up Andrew McCutcheon? Look at, here he is right here. Andrew McCutcheon, he had a hit right before this man fell. I'll show you upcoming. But look, Andrew McCutcheon, who was LeBron's dad, they say? Anthony McClelland. You see that? They say Anthony McClelland is his father. You see right here? And that's kind of like Andrew McCutchen. Check that out. And don't forget there's a guy named O'Neal on the Pirates. And Kobe played with Shaquille O'Neal. And Clemente kind of looks like Kobe. Air-related death. Look at that. And look, this guy is age 26. O'Neal. And Bryant equals 26. And he died on the 26th day of the year. OMG. And this guy has 8 home runs on the season. Kobe born in the 8th month. Kobe also wore 8 on his jersey. He has 26 hits even. Age 26, Bryant equals 26. Kobe dead on the 26th day of the year back in 2020. That's not a coincidence. Wow. Not whatsoever, okay? So I'm trying to move this along, but you got to understand this, it's difficult, okay? It's difficult when I see all of these connections like this. So even Pittsburgh had 12 wins after that victory there. And remember, this was Wednesday, so they picked up their 12th victory, okay? To go along with Wall 12, Roberto Clemente Walker 120 like 12, dead in the 12th month, LeBron born in the 12th month. 12 years later, one day before, on the 30th, 21 on Clemente's jersey, 21 footfall. Wow, fall rhymes with wall also. That's just pretty interesting, right? So the Pirates even pick up their 12th victory. Notice how Pirates equals 101, like 21-foot Clemente Wall. Look at Andrew McCutchen, and there it is right there. Right after McCutchen hit a 2-run double in the 7th inning to put the Pirates ahead 4-3, players began waving frantically for medical personnel and pointing to the man who had fallen onto the warning track. Look at his birthday, McCutchen. And again, like Anthony McClelland, right? LeBron's dad, they say. Look at the 10-10 birthday, October 10, 10-10. Kind of like 101, right? Pirates 101, 21-foot Clemente Wall 101. The birthday 1010, 10-10 for McCutchen, synced up in this story. Oh, now this is awesome. And again, kind of looking like Kobe a little bit in that middle picture there. And I'm not going to stretch big time with that, but we have about 4 connections, okay? We have about 4 or 5 connections. And he's probably connected to Roger Clemens as well, even though Clemens is a white guy. Don't forget Lakers equals 21 as well. Look at this. This is amazing. I told you everything's on the language. Roberto Enrique Clemente Walker. Now, when I see the name Walker and I think baseball back to when I was younger, I know there was a Larry Walker. So what I did is I looked at Larry Walker, and you see Roberto there is like Robert, right? Larry Walker has Robert in his name. Look at that. Okay, another really good baseball player in his time. And he is also born in the 12th month. How about that? So born in the 12th month like LeBron. Clemente died in the 12th month. Larry, Kenneth, Robert, Walker. Robert, like Roberto, they both got Walker in their name. It was immediately, I'm like, oh, let me look at Larry Walker. Bam, it hits. Robert, like Roberto. What are the chances? We live in a fake world, y'all. You know what? The Pirates kind of have like a yellowish gold on their uniform. Don't forget the Lakers kind of have that color as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hit on more Laker, Kobe, LeBron connections. Look, Larry, L like Lakers, L like LeBron. And don't forget Luka went to the Lakers. I'm telling you, this stuff's all in the language. Anthony Davis goes to Dallas. Dallas in that trade. Right? And this guy had a 17-year baseball career. He had a very nice career. The Expos, the Rockies, and the Cardinals. And you get that 12th month connection with that birthday. So I definitely worth bringing up there. Now look at Clemente. So he died in an airplane crash just off the coast of Puerto Rico near the city of San Juan. At the time, he was on a humanitarian mission to the earthquake-ravaged nation of Nicaragua in Central America. Okay? But again, he does... I don't stretch and look for connections. That's not what I do. But when I see a couple of those pictures, man, I see Kobe for real. All right? But yeah, again, he dies 12/31/1972 in an airplane crash, okay? Now, look, I don't know what that means. Look at the picture here for the Cubs. I don't think he's actually there. Is he there? No, I don't think he's there. But you see his name up there, Thilbar or whatever. It looks like, I don't know if that means he has 12 pitches in the inning. Maybe that means that. I don't know. But it's another 12, right? You see the arrow? So you get all these 12s and 21s, right? You get all these 12s and 21s here. And it looks like a 12 pitch count at the time of this incident. Now, this is amazing because look at Roberto Clemente now, and damn, he looks like Kobe there, for real, on the bottom. Shit. Excuse my language. So Clemente, and remember, he's got my birthday as well. And I don't even want to get into that right now with all of the Kobe stuff, but Clemente, his birthday, now this is his birthday before his death, August 18. Look at that. It left 135 days in the year, the birthday before his death, and he died 135 days after that birthday. That's amazing, isn't it? That's amazing. And I just caught something else because his birthday is the 18th day of the 8th month. Like 18. Look at that. The Cubs stayed on 18 victories with that loss Wednesday. Okay, with Clemente. And don't forget Thursday, the game after this. Don't forget the Cubs picked up the victory 8-3. So you can say 3-8 also, and Clemente died at age 38. Wow. And LeBron had a massive 38 ritual, 38-83 ritual when he captured the scoring title. It was just incredible, all the 38s, 83s, all with that, capturing that scoring title. So, wow. And LeBron did that. LeBron passed Kobe on the all-time scoring list too. He passed Kobe on the all-time scoring list the day before Kobe died. So that's interesting, with LeBron's birthday being December 30th and Clemente dying December 31st, right? And don't forget, LeBron was born in 84. Clemente died in 72. So that's 12 years later. Another 12, right? Wow. And Pittsburgh Pirates in the reverse cipher. You see how the breakdown is with reverse there. Z is 1, A is 26. Pittsburgh Pirates 231. Clemente's birthday before his death, the 231st day of the year. Check that out. Wow. Wow, for real. Now, Clemente was born in 34. PNC Park equals 34. Pirates equals 34. Look at the score of the game. That's how it ended. 3-4. Cubs lose, Pirates the victory. Remember the game after this? The Pirates lost 3-8. Clemente dead at age 38. PNC Park equals 38. Walker equals 38 in the language. All those 38s just hit with this breakdown. All those 38s just hit with this breakdown, okay? That's amazing. Even when you add up Roberto Clemente's birthday, 8 plus 18, you get 26. Remember, Bryant equals 26, and he died on the 26th day of the year. This is hitting me real heavy right now because the world is fake ran on numbers. So Clemente's got the same birthday as me. I have so many things connected with Kobe Bryant. I actually have like a couple 10-minute videos on my original channel, Math 2 Con. Very eerie because you don't have to be a celebrity. They run this stuff on like birthdays, names, and such. But I don't want to go. You want to see something amazing right here? Look at the 7 and the 2 on the Cubs jersey right there. Right in the picture they give us right there, the 7 and the 2. Clemente died in 72. That's on the fly. And I just caught something else. Look at Clemente's birthday, 12/31, December 31st. 12 plus 31, is 43, right? 1, 2. 12 plus 31 is 43 with the Clemente death date. And that was the score of the game, 4-3. Wow. And he's born in 34. Jeez. And PNC Park and Pirates equals 34. Holy crap. It all hits, y'all. Even Andrew McCutchen is age 38. I almost forgot about that. McCutchen is age 38. And that pitcher at the time of the man falling, age 38. And I don't think we got a name for the man. Holy crap. Now let's go look at this Thursday game. Remember, this was one day before the 3-8 game. As I put this breakdown together before this game hit. And Pittsburgh remains on 12 victories with the loss. Look at that, man. 3-8, and that was Thursday. As I speak, it's Thursday. You're getting this video on Friday, though. Look at that. Wow. And this was the day of the incident right here. Even Andrew McCutchen's got 79 like PNC Park. Okay? And remember, Anthony McClellan, they say, is LeBron's dad. You get Andrew McCutchen synced up in this story, hit a 2-run double in the 7th to put the Pirates ahead 4-3. And then players began waving frantically for medical personnel. Even 2-run double in the 7th. Remember, Clemente died in 72, so you get the 2 and the 7 right there. Holy crap, y'all. Gosh. Man. Wow. So it looks like we're going to be around 30 minutes again. Jeez.
Now, an incident disrupted a Pittsburgh Pirates game against the Chicago Cubs on April 30th when a fan jumped from the 21-foot high Roberto Clemente Wall in right field at PNC Park, landing on the track during the 7th inning. I mean, as you can see, it captures the fan mid-air, arms flailing as he descends toward the field, with Pirates player Andrew at bat and the ground of 10,129 spectators looking on in a very, I mean, they were all wondering. Yeah, so guys, the fan who appeared to vault over the railing intentionally, according to many users. So what do you all think?
Nice. I mean, it's not nice that he fell, but it looked like he just jumped over on his own again.
Now, an incident.
He just jumped over on his own. How come they're not saying that? He literally threw himself over. So is this staged, y'all? It had to have hurt. Do we get a name in our new article here? Or did they just change the title? So I want to see what this new. Whoa! Look at this. Oh, okay. So look, this is another story from a few days before. Pirates to restore Roberto Clemente sign at PNC Park after Hall of Famer's family expresses anger. And then this guy jumps over the wall? Not even a couple weeks later? The Pirates have reversed course after angering the family of the late Roberto Clemente by removing a sign honoring the franchise icon on the right field wall at PNC Park. The sign featured Clemente's name and his number 21, replacing it with the advertisement for Surfside, an alcoholic drink. And look at this, the Pirates president, Travis Williams. Don't forget Jordan Travis just retired for the Jets in the NFL, the quarterback. I'm telling you, this stuff is all on the language. So this is a totally different story, okay. But it's just from April 6th. And this game was on the 30th, so 24 days before. So what are the odds of that? You get this story about the Clemente sign and his family's angry because they put up an alcoholic sign over it or whatever the hell they're talking about. What are the chances? And now this guy jumps over the damn wall. Okay. Wow, it looks like we got another death up here too. Right? So that's incredible, man. That was an incredible breakdown. So much hit on the fly. Again, I try to make these quick, but it's like damn impossible. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't fall. He freaking hurled himself over. Okay? So I mean, I guess okay. I got that 43 right there with Clemente's death date. So I acted like I caught it on the fly. I have it right there. I just can't see it. It's right there. Wow. So I just put out a lot of energy there. So I guess I better get some rest now. I mean that's shit. It's freaking amazing, man. This is connected with Kobe and LeBron. A lot of connections here. So man falls from 21-foot Clemente Wall at PNC Park during Pirates game. I don't know why nobody's saying that he hurled himself over. That's what I saw. Shout out to y'all. I'm pretty sure we're over 30 minutes. Thank you if you made it this far. Thank you for checking out the information anyways. Appreciate everybody. You know, let's get some views. Come on, Magic YouTube, Magic algorithm. Let's actually get this to some real people. All right. Until next time.